Sexy. Okay. That's good. Or maybe not. I don't know. Is it? Is it good? Or is it bad? I don't know. Hmm. Let's see how that's in the way. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Go to Stream Manager. Sounds pretty good though, right? Sounds pretty good though, right? There you go. That's good enough. I think it'll work. It's got a little problem hearing me though, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit, maybe a little more. Here. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Wah 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 wah. 420. Okay, there you go. So I got that working. The objects from ship parts now have the proper connection to parent from the parent class, so that's good. What else? What else? What are we doing here? This works. I think I need a sound for this, this, that, and some effect, and that. So, breaking sound. What would that be like? Uh, what do I want to use for my breaking sound? I guess I could use Mod Plug Tracker. And it would just be a single instrument. No, no instruments, just a sample. Wait, no samples, just a. If I can see what I'm doing, man, that's crazy. Initialize an opal instrument. Can I get that to? Yes. No. Yes. I mean, it kind of just sounds like a FM synthesizer, right? How about just huh? Probably not. Here, no, we don't need to do that. Just don't do that. We'll go get to Chiptune, Chipatone, Chip Tone. Nope. D Dev Chip Chiptone. Never mind. D Musica Chiptone. Womp. Yeah. We'll use Chiptone because it's got nice tones for dumb musics. Well, it's kind of got to be a loop, right? So, uh, that's not really a break sound. I don't even know what I kind of want here. Thing is, I want to tie it into the acceleration, or rather the velocity of the thing. So, I may just use the old one that I had for the other game, or for the prototype. So, I guess if we just go into like the devs, and I go into my can't read. I have to type it in. Godot projects. Go to the fatal space. Look in the assets and the audio and the sound effects. Chip sounds. Yeah, I think I'll just reuse some of these because they're kind of good, I guess. Slow down. What was that one? Yeah, I think it has a loop in it, built into it. So I copy that, go into the projects, into the new one, go into the audio, go into the biggie bims. No, that's the background music. Go into this, and then paste. Now I have slow downs. Bark a bark. Bark a bark. Fuzzy. Hush, hush. What are you barking at, buddy? Yum. Gumble, gumble. Yeah. Yeah. He's protecting the house like a good boy from deer and bunnies. Um, what am I doing again? Where's my focus at? Well, first of all, we break here with this, so instead of the ship core thingy, I have a. We do not have a sound device or a sound maker thing. That's the technical name for it. I don't know. Audio stream player. I'll use a 2D one because the camera has the listener on it, and that'll be interesting. And yeah. Although I'm going to keep it the default name, I will do the thing that I enjoy doing. And I will make a region. No. A region. No. Stop that. A region. Well, what the heck, man? I guess we'll just start. I'll just give it an on ready var with the name audio SFX. Or just SFX, because that makes it, I can understand what that is, right? And just equal it to the audio stream player. We want to be totally complete at it. We can be like as audio stream player 2D, right? And I'm just gonna wrap that in a on ready bars. There you go. And as I said, we'll go here, but I also need to like kind of set up more export values, I guess. I probably need to trim this stuff down a little bit. Maybe. Well, there's break power. We could just put it after that. But we can also clean this up a little bit. Export subgroup. Shield. And then the boom. And then E sub. And then movement stuff, right? Cool. And then misc. There. Now we can just not have as much crap in there, I guess. That's nice. All right. Now, sound effects is another one we'll need, right? Export sub, exports, E sub. There you go. Sounds. No. Export. So come on now. Var break SFX as a audio stream I think that's how you would do it. Okay, so under sounds, I got that. We can go quick load, and I will break our slow down sound. Yeah. Which loops? That was probably way too loud. It's also coming over the microphone. That's great. I bet you I can hear that. Coming over the microphone. That's great. Yep. I bet you I can hear that. That's great. Yep. Okay, I think it tries to like cancel some sounds out or something. I don't know, but it should be playing. It might not be. Whatever. Whatever. Back to what I was doing. Take a sip. Hydrate. All right. So we want to do that while we're breaking, I guess. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. If is breaking equals true. Should I do it on is breaking? Should I create a break object? Probably not. Most of the stuff that's inside the ship core is a virtual thought, I think. Not really happening to be like the ship body is just a visual representation, but in a lot of cases like the shield shell, I'm thinking of it as the not just the visual representation, but it itself. So if I have to have code for the shield, I will put it on there, but I probably won't. But things like the cannon and the thrusters deal with their own things. So the cannons actually have the bullets on them that they use, and they can be removed and replaced. But the way that a cannon works is it has a collision shape on it, right? And its parent class ship part grabs the parent, which is the ship, and reparents that because you get this error, of course, where you don't have a body. This doesn't have a body yet, but when it comes into the object, when I add it in game, once I get the ship shop going, when I add it to the ship core, it will check to see if it's in a good spot. Like if it's over here, it won't be. But when it connects to the ship, you get these the mass gets applied. So this is how much more than 500 that the ship will weigh, affecting its maneuvering. That's all good. The thrusters each add thrust, and they should be thrusting from their point of view. I may have to change that, but they should just automatically thrust from their placement because they're a separate object. I guess I could test that by just deleting these, because I really need to think about getting the, yeah, and then test it and see how it moves. Of course, it always points at the cursor, so that might be interesting. Not too sure how you could do that, except for turning off mouse mode. Well, it doesn't look like it's turning it, so... Yeah, it's not really making it turn. Come back. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming. It's on its way. All right. Well, I'll try to fix that at some point. It's not really important yet. Not really. Duplicate. Duplicate. Yeah. These appear on top because I think they kind of look nice. I need to make it to where when they get the ship shop going, I have to put it to where you can decide where the visible thing is, the layer that it's on, or the Z layer that it's on, right? Because these appear underneath because I set them that way, I guess. All right. And I'll have to have that be an option so you can do that. This has to be chopped up though into polygons to use 2D polygons, and yeah, so you can color all the pieces individually if you want to. I guess I should make my shield bigger because I have to test it still or get it working better. 48, 40, how about 42? Oh, that's almost perfect. Magic numbers, man. Of course, the shell has to grow that big too. Well, you're no good. Rotation and scale. Whoop. There you go. What's that number? I think it's 1.4. We're good. Yeah. Sort of. Maybe a little bit too much. It's kind of fuzzy though. So I'm not using a PNG file. I'm using a gradient generated texture. I'm sure the nobody who's watching me right now. But I guess I could put this on the VOD. I'm not sure how much memory these use, but probably simply 128 texture will be what it is, and I'll just divide that by 2 and maybe bring it down and find a good number. Now it's not quite so ugly. Still kind of doesn't look good at the full size of the thing. I'm not sure what the full size of the thing is, because these are actually everything is going to be at least a 512 by 512 texture, probably. But when I start making polygons, it's going to be different, I think. 12. 12 crickets. Okay. I need to be more angular here. Makes it look like I'm very comfortable, huh? All right, enough of that. All right, so I got those guys going now. I was going to check this out. Okay, yeah, I hate this problem. Quick. Oh, you can't hear that at all, can you? Quick. That's weird. It's not actually going through. But that might be for the best, because it would be very noisy otherwise. Um, what am I doing? Focus. Get a drink. Get your bitch. Anyway, we can probably just use this shit core for now. Just fix things I can fix right now, I guess. What was I doing, anyways? Oh, I was supposed to make those sound effects happen. Because I'm breaking my rule of not working on music and sound effects until later, because that's kind of my thing, actually. What am I here for? What are we doing? What do we got? What do we got? Just trying to decide whether or not I want to do it right here or not. I mean, we have this system on the ship so that other objects can tell when something is happening or not. And we do it on individual inputs inside of the input event, which is kind of like probably not how you should do it, but it should only happen when input is happening, right? So if I put all these if else statements inside of my process, or God forbid, my physics process, I don't even have a process on this thing. It's probably not a good idea, but this does look and see where the controls are doing, right? And if the controls are disabled, it doesn't do anything, because that's how we turn the ship off and point with our cursor at things. Oh, which reminds me, that needs to be here. Which this does check for input on the process of the scanner. So it's always checking this stuff. So I may should put everything under here, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. The kind of stuff that you think, oh, I know how to do this, and then you do it, and then you realize it's not very good later on. But maybe it is. Uh, Probably comes with knowing the source code better. I don't need this line. But we do need the line that says if of if player what is it, controls disabled, return. That way it won't do anything. This is how I develop. I don't even have anybody watching, but this is how I do it normally. I just talk to myself while I'm doing stuff. So I figured it'd probably be a good idea. And I make some funny jokes every once in a while, so that might be neat. But I do feel a little bit of pressure even though nobody's really watching. And I can't really tell if anybody's watching unless I look over there and see that somebody has come in or come out of the closet. Scheiße. What am I doing? I got distracted again. All right. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, ship core controller in the physics process. If is breaking. Yep. Pitch scale. Hmm. I will probably use velocity, but velocity needs to be changed to PPF velocity. Is that being done here? Yes. I need to remove that and put it in a parent object, parent class for everything that has velocity and movement as a rigid body. So that needs to extend from the rigid body to D, but no, can't do just velocity because we have a lot of L velocity and linear velocities going on here. The stupid thing is you have to check your linear velocity if you want to be able to do it in a collision routine and the collision event. So the collision event here happens right after the velocity is checked. No, before the velocity is checked, the linear velocity. So I have to reference the linear velocity on the last physics frame, or I don't get a, a real velocity, which was really screwing me up because I was trying to do uh, Pythagorean theorem here to get the right thing, and I was like, well, not really, but you can to get the whatever you call it, the angular velocity instead of the linear velocity, which I also can do by just getting the position in one physics frame and doing it in the other way. But that's pixels per frame, not velocity, as in pixels per second, which gets calculated by the linear velocity as well. So I have two different variants to go by. I could just multiply the pixels per frame velocity by the frames per second, but that's another calculation. I'm not sure if it's as good as just getting the linear velocities and getting the distance between them. But that's how I get the damage. I just take, like, when two things hit, I get the linear velocity, and that's an accurate, but I have it in the physics frame. I capture the linear velocity and use that on collision. When I was doing it before, it was weird because it would be whatever the applied velocity of the two objects are. So it never really matched up correctly. And I was like, why? And I was trying to use the pixels per second one, and it was not working either. But this works perfectly fine because it's how you would calculate the impact, is basically getting the distance of one object's to the other object's linear velocities as they impact, when they touch, when they hit. And that gives you basically the energy. It also would give you, uh, if you took, my brain just went, if you took the, I don't know. We'll worry about that when we need it. I don't think we ever will. But how you would calculate the angle at which they change when they, you know, the reflection angle, right? And that's not too hard of a thing. I shouldn't be thinking about it right now because that's getting distracted. What I need is to put the thing in the thing to make the sound go woo. So, woo. I was thinking that might work there, but it has to equal uh, the L velocity. No, damn underscores, man. But I don't know at what it needs it for. That didn't make any sense. at what it needs it for. SFX, stop. SFX stream equals null. So it doesn't have anything in it. Will that work? No. Oh, I didn't use the right variable there. If control disabled, yo. If control disabled. How many times am I going to say it? Whoop, something bad happened here. Oh, no, 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 no. Silly. There you go. Yeah. Uh, Come on. Yeah, that kind of works almost. A little bit too high pitched. Okay, we don't need it. Velocity times 0.25, I'll say. It's not very loud. Here, we probably need to go into the thing. I'm going to turn the audio for the music way down so we can hear things better. And then make sure this goes into sound effects and start the game going so everything loads right. Can barely hear it. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. But I gotta test something here. Okay. Oh, hold on. Crap. Asteroids are bouncing off the fucking thing. Well, I can't remember how to do this now. Sit up straight. Stop slouching. We don't really need to do that. Right. If not, sound effects playing. What's my debugger saying? Ship core controller, process, pitch scale, less than equal to 1, 0 is true. Oh, because it's, yeah. Plus 0.1. But I don't think that's doing anything. Well, it can't tell anything. All right. Uh, if it's not playing, right? Huh. Well, that's weird. Oh, adjustments. Turn off all the good stuff. Nobody's watching. Stop trying to kill your own station, dude. No. Shoot where it's going to be. And make sure your bullets don't just evaporate. Ow. Got distracted again. Take a sip of water when you get distracted. I don't know what I'm doing here with this microphone. It's kind of wibble wobble. Wibble wobbles, but I don't flipple dabble. Oh, you can probably hear me just Fine over there. I don't care. Here, let's. Condensation is happening. Let us use it to clean off the desk. Okay. See, I don't remember this now. Not really sure how that works. Wondering if there's something there that does it. Does the volume need to go up? And why doesn't it work here when I'm... Because it shouldn't be playing. Let's just do this one right here. See, it's not really playing there. Small cannon. Wait. How is the small cannon making sound? Oh, it's coming from the bullet. That's right. It has a thing. It has an SFX. It has set up for SFX too. Okay. Well, maybe I should set it up that way. I don't know. Slow down. And that way we don't really have to worry too much about what it's doing. I'll think about it later. Oh, that's better. Yeah. I don't know if the shield needs to make sound, does it? It would be nice to have some kind of indicator sounds though for like when it's hit or when you're taking damage and things like that. All right. Now, the thrusters can take care of the thruster sound. But that just means they need a sound effect on them too. I think that'll be okay. Again, just reuse what I've already got. Go to the assets folder and get the audio sound effects. Ship sounds. Shield hit sound. Yeah, like that, you know. Strafe jet thruster. Thrusters are probably good. Um, Plop it in there. Quick load. Thruster. Which sounds like... Okay. Might need to sit up straight. Oh, thrust. We'll I guess I can't edit the loop from here. Oh. I don't even know why they have numbers there if it doesn't do that. Where is this at? It's at 25 point, sorry, 0.25. Of course, that's not in seconds, is it? So I just have to do that, I guess. Still kind of has that loop skip in it. Don't. Hmm. I guess I can't really do much about that. Too bad there's not a built-in crossfade on it. Whatever. Whatevs. If not, try to do it again. Here. On ready for SFX equals audio layer 2D. Might want to do that too. Will it get mad at me if I do that because I'm doing it twice? No, I guess not. That's weird. I have to do that, right? Oh, it's not. That's not right. That isn't right. I think if I do that, and then I go, okay, yeah, It detects the type that way. I think. SFX not playing, play. Well, SFX play. Oh, pardon. Pardonnez-moi. Oh, whatever. Type window. Been getting that error. I think it's a bug. It's like you can select the tabs here, but when you're in this mode and you're selecting tabs, it just grabs that. But if you come in here, it is there. Like if I go in my script and say small cannon, and I come back in here, it's the small cannon, right? I need to shift that over, by the way. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, whatever. Oh, my ship is gone. My ship has sailed. Here it comes. Ah. Can't hear anything. Oh, we got to do that in two different ways, don't we? I forgot. So the thruster actually has that too. So we want to do it there, and then that there. Come on, baby. You know how to do that, right? You know how to do that. Let's try to separate things a little bit to help my brain. Yes. Yes, you're right about that. SFX volume? Yeah, volume equals 0. Because it's in dB, right? I think so. And then SFX volume, yeah, dB equals 6.0. Twice as loud, 3 times as loud, 4 times as loud, or something like that. I'm in programmer mode now, not mixer mode. Whoa! Yeah, it's loud now. I don't know. I think I have to do the attenuation though. Let's check the. What's the listener setup for on here? Let's make it the current audio listener, even though it's probably not necessary. Local position should be zeroed out. It's on the camera. So it actually probably be the sound players on the things themselves. even though this seemed to be working just fine. It's in 2D. Yeah, it's got positional. It's just harder to tell when the camera's always looking at it. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I'm silly. The zoom on the camera doesn't actually make it go further away from the thing. It's just an effect, right? And since it's orthographic, it just looks like it's scaling properly. It does look like it's going further and closer to it. So I'd have to use the zoom. Which maybe I can do that with the volume of the bus. But that seems kind of weird because I've got a compressor on the sound effects bus, so things don't get too when they get like when you have like 10 thrusters on your ship, it's gonna be really loud. So especially when you boost. Granted, you have that much capacity on your ship to support 10 boosters, which thrusters, which I think you could with some extras. Right now, I don't have much set up for that, so I need to work on it. Now that I've got the asteroid damage thing going on, I should probably try and see how to make it know when the shield is on, which would be easy enough. I mean, the shield will be on, right? Here, down here. No. Yes. No, up here. Yeah. Express shield. Shield disabled. Not shield disabled. Toggle these two. What do I got up here in my ready? Oh, that just looks better. Ugh. Distractions. Ooh, stiffness. Wow, nobody. Oh, baby. Yeah. Nice stretch. Stretchgasm. Yeah. Probably time to get up and walk around. Ooh, getting a little fresh. Getting swamp pits. Here, maybe I should send out a thing. I don't know. Yeah. Confirm friend. It's probably a. I don't know why. I'm getting preoccupied getting that way. I want to put something on here on my Twitch. Game. Dev. Stream. Does. I don't know what the thing is. There it is. Yeah. Anyway, I doubt I'll see anybody, but hey, maybe. Been on for an hour now. I haven't gotten too much done. Uh, so, hmm. I guess that makes it more interesting. See how it feels now. It wasn't very loud. Very loud, very loud. Oh, that's neat. That's going to be interesting when you get up to speed here. God, that's loud. Yeah, trying to slow it down when you've got an asteroid is going to drain a lot of power, and that's probably how we need it to be. And now it's going away. Oh, but now it's making us move. Well, depending on what. I'm still creating the different types of things for the tractor beam. I'm guessing the tractor beam and the scanner are going to be built into the ship regardless. Hi, bud. Oh. Does you need hugs? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a good boy. Get that buddy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. What's up, boys? Give me kisses. Yes, give me kisses. Yes. Good lad, kitty. Okay. Now get up. Daddy's busy, man. I gotta play. I gotta make the games. Become a billionaire. I'm gonna have to do something with that. Uh, it's because there's. See if I can't test that out a little bit. I don't know if that'll. That doesn't turn off the cannon. Yeah, that does kind of make it less of. Oh yeah, if you shoot your target, it changes it or something. It detaches the target. Maybe I should try and make it not. But the idea is that whenever I shoot the asteroid, it duplicates itself, takes the chunk out of itself, and then erases its old self and replaces it with a new self. So yeah, the old object is no longer there. So I'd have to like give it a target swap thing and tell it to tell the thing I am the same target, even though I'm a different object. technically speaking, your uh, or it's a game mechanic that you have to upgrade your tractor beam to where it doesn't let go of objects that get hit or damaged or changed in some way. Because the scanner does the same thing. Because technically speaking, the area and mass, or which is calculated by the area of polygon, is being calculated whenever you shoot it. So it needs to recalculate that. So I could do that without letting go or letting the scanner or letting your system lose it as a target, which would probably make more sense. Uh, what am I doing? Advanced audio properties. Well, that's probably why you can't hear that. Now it's going to be terrible. Let me see. Let me see. You can't hear it. That's kind of weird. Oh. I don't know how to use my thing. Okay, now let's try it. I don't know how to use my thing. Okay, let's try it. Oh, there it is. How loud does that get? How loud does that get? That's not too bad. I don't think. It's loud for me though. All right. So I could try and put another bus in and just sort of use it to mitigate loud things. That would probably be better than blowing the eardrums out of people's. I could also just maybe have the compressor more active, but it's kind of good where it's at. I think that's what I'll do is just make a another SFX loud one and put a thicker compressor on it. Thicker compressor? And maybe have it just be a little bit quieter. There. And then make this be more like 12. I mean, minus 12. And then we can pump it into the SFX. Simba's coming fast. Better get him. It's already 3 o'clock, bro. Oh no. Okay. So now, when I go to my dude here, we can go. Oh, actually, it wasn't going through the sound effects module, anyways. Well, let's just try it with the sound effects on and see what that's like. It's so loud. Okay. How about we... That's a little loud on its own, so maybe turn it down a little bit within there. Huh. Okay. Might need my polyphony to be higher on these. Maybe. Maybe just by 4, because they're meh. Maybe turn the panning strength up to 2, so we hear them flying around a little better. And maybe just make them a little bit quieter, or not quieter, but pitched down a little bit so that they last a little longer, maybe. See if everything harmonizes now. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and see if my other thruster channel works to not drown out the other stuff first. Where you at, dog? I'll just access it from there. It's easier for me. We'll try the loud channel for that. And then see what happens. Phew. No. No. That's a little better. I really don't think it makes any difference. I just did that because I didn't realize it was on there, so I'll just get rid of that. Deleted, deleted, and then, so your thrusters are just kind of too loud. I guess I'll just turn them down a bit. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And just let them be on the effects channel there. Oh, never mind. It isn't like that for whatever reason. It's still really loud, but it's kicking in that compression. It's ducking the background music too. Boy, with just 3 extra guns, you can really tear through the outflow. I guess I should try and make it have automatic. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, it just missed. Man? I think I like that. It tells you, like, it's hard to tell that it's dragging you around. Okay, hold on. I know what's happening here. We're changing the volume here, so it really wasn't making that big of a difference. So we need to make it, well, I didn't. Here you go. Negative. And then this can just be 0. Yeah. Whoops, not O, but 0. Yeah. God damn it. I had a second viewer. It really wasn't a second viewer. It was like me looking at it from the other port thing. Silly. Oh, baby. Okay, so what other kind of things might we have? Little things I can fix right now because I'm having a little trouble keeping my mind on the prize, but uh, hmm. Okay, I can't seem to make my mind go right now. That's okay. We're good. Well, let's go ahead and try and make these work better. I think I'll try and work on the store a little bit. That sounds good. Where is the... Is it a store? No. Ship editor. Ship editor. Temp ship core, small cannon already in the scene, presumable from a more nested instance. Incoming node's name clashes with decimal and already instanced. Hello? No. We don't do that. We don't need that. This actually can have the ship core in it. And we'll just drop it in there. Right. And no, that matters. Well, here's the problem though. And it's not a big problem. We just have to like make sure we know what we're doing. Because our ship is here in the editor. And it moves unless I do that, which I shouldn't do that. Uh-oh. My middle mouse is probably broken or something. Well, that's fine. We need this to do this, basically, and then cut off from the rest of the world so that none of my controls work, right? And so you can go into your parts button, selected parts, stuff like that. So what are we doing? Gotta look at this script, which is old. See the oh, that might be a good idea to do that, but I don't know. We need to have it be able to pick out the ship core in any way possible, right? So we can go if child in children get children is in group. No. If child didn't get children. No. Dumb. For child. Then, well, actually, that goes in here. And these guys go like that. Oh, that does it. That's already written. See, I forgot I started this as much as I did. And that's good. So now if we run the ship editor, it should give us a list of all the crap on our ship. Maybe. Or maybe not. Error. I guess not. I did get some errors though. Or, well, warnings. 12. Oh. I mean, is that okay? No, no. Test the editor. Uh-oh. No good. Okay, come on now. Well, technically speaking, we should just go ship, I think, because we're working on the ship. So go in here and say ship equals game manager player. And that should give us the object, right? One would think. Whenever a ship core instantiates itself, it registers itself with the game manager so that the game manager can keep it alive, because the game manager is a singleton or auto load or whatever you want to call it. A static object. There's lots of different names for things. It gets confusing after a while. A static instance that when instantiated again, simply if it exists, it doesn't make another instance and it just silently goes, okay. But if it needs to exist and it doesn't exist, it makes it exist so that only one can exist at a time. Kind of like a static variable. Anytime you reference a static variable on an object, it's the same for all objects, all instances of that object, right? So I guess it works. It's just confusing how Godot calls singletons something that C# calls singletons working in a kind of a different way. Enough that I think it warrants to distinguish a C# singleton and say a Godot auto load. I don't know. I never do. Hey, buddy, what's up? What you doing? It's almost time, isn't it? I probably need to eat too. But I'm going to get this going first. Parts equals ship. Get children for I in parts, blah, blah, blah. Get parts, camera zoom equals vector 1 times 3. Ship. This is no longer necessary. Okay, fine. There you go. Shift tab is better. And this ship. I wish we had like an F2, but we don't. A refactor in some things. But the very robust symbol changing, renaming functionality would be really good. I should just use Code or Visual Studio. Both of them work in some capacity with Godot. I don't know, I just can't get away from this fucking editor. All right. Okay, we have an array for parts. I think this will work. I'm going to reset it just in case. Yeah, look at that. So we have these now. They're all the little things. That shouldn't be there. But, okay. See, we have ship body, body, shield, shell, shield, scanner, small cannon. Those are all right. Those work okay. Except that we're going to have a system where the name of the object needs to be a property that we make. So I guess we need to give them something that would help would be to give a basic ship part thing to these guys, right? And I'll have to change the code behind the collider thing because the colliders aren't always the colliders for the thing. And some things don't have colliders. Right now, there's an assert that fires if there are no colliders on a ship part, which now my thinking is different from what I was doing before. But this is good that we have a list of the things that's on the ship. We just have to make sure that the things on the ship are actually the physical or the instance that points to the object for its game mechanic and not like this ship body body. There's two of them there. This is the shield shell and this is the shield. It should just be body and shield, right? But everything else except for the audio stream player is good. I could just call that radio. I mean, that'd be neat. Let's just call it radio. I put it in there. It's a good idea, right? I think it's cute. Because then, yeah, it should put on their 8-track player. That'd be pretty good. Uh-oh, because they've named it. Shit. I renamed it something, so at least it's only in one spot. The beauty of onReady and setting a variable to your nodes is twofold, tenfold if you ask me, because a lot of times you can only have access to one property of the $sign type. They improved some of the stuff with the $sign shortcut, but it doesn't act like a variable, and it should. So it's best to just make a variable in your onReady to equal the nodes and just use the node shortcut to pull up a list of all the nodes that are available. Or you just drag and drop this over. And see, it's kind of funny it puts it in quotes, but that's how it has to do it for all the things. And yeah, something that's deeply nested child of something can actually reference something that's higher up by just dragging and dropping it that way. And it's easier than trying to figure it out in your head about the the routes, because you'd have to like type dot 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 slash dot 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 slash dot dot dot, because it works just like a friggin' directory in an operating system, really. All right, so that's cute, right? But here's the problem that I'm trying to get at. Uh, when you go into your ship editor, no, ship editor, where you edit the relationships of characters that don't exist. Negative. That is not what it is. See, there's a radio. No. Um, yeah, I'll make some use of that though, really. See, none of this stuff will be here. In fact, I probably should go into my ship core. Well, not none of that stuffs, but I'll go ahead and be like, uh, yes. So now, well, it's going to do the ship core again. Please don't do this to me. I wish I had a way to like set up buttons. I should program it to set up buttons to open up whatever. So there's the base core of the ship. It only has the scanner and the radio. Uh, but we need to have like, that probably doesn't need to be there. It's not named as anything in particular, but that is the rigid body. And that's the sprite. No. Ship core is the body. Ship body is the sprite. Body is the shape, the collision shape. So, yeah. I should check out one of the component system things that they have on the asset store. That might actually help me organize things better. Because that was always kind of nice about Unity, is your objects weren't like the nodes are in Godot. They were like it's been a while since I've been in Unity, but you could have more than one script on any given object because scripts were components. In fact, components were all scripts. They were all C# code or C code that was compiled to work with a thing, or a C# script that was compiled into a DLL for the thing to use, right? So it was a little bit better in some ways, but this is a lot easier in a lot of ways too. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, so I guess I need to work on my ship part script here so that it knows, and not just that, but like we have the ship body. Now, which one of these do I want representing the whole thing, right? This is the ship core, it's the player's ship. This represents the ship itself as a whole. The body is going to be the composition of, instead of this sprite, it's going to be different polygons, right? But those polygons are going to have to create collider shapes that go outside of itself. And maybe even merge. That's the thing. I don't know. I might have to do the ship change to the new ship thing before I do that. Uh, Tired. I'll be going to bed early tonight. Anyway, yeah. So I guess maybe I should think about that first. No, we should get it to where it knows what should be in here first. So, um, God, what do I want that to be? I guess the visual representation of the body would be fine, because that will probably be a container for the polygons, right? And the container will calculate, or rather merge all the polygons. Hopefully I can get it to do that without fucking up the textures. I think as long as we'll have to test it later. I might have to do that. Um, okay. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to have I'm gonna call this shield shape and just have this be shield. And the shield must be a ship part. And then the ship body will also be a ship part. I will name it as such though, because we can have spaces in there. Now, I know. What's wrong? He's been down there whining at my feet for a minute, and I've been spacing out there. I know. Hey, do you need cuddles? Do you need hugs? Hugs and cuddles? I want to pick you up. Come on. No? Are, are you hungry? You want food? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a little early, dude. Quite a bit early. I mean, you got an hour and a half left. But maybe we'll both get something here in a minute. Okay. So I think the ship part thing, in fact, I think every object that extends from something should have this, but we'll start small. We don't have a lot of objects. We don't have a lot of scenes. So we still have, how many scenes do I have? And am I keeping track of them properly? Well, that's different. Um, Scenes. Yeah, it's not a lot. Of course, they're broken up into pieces. Some of these are more ideas. Uh, but yeah, it's not too bad. We can still sort of mess around a bit. Some things are tests, some things are not used anymore. Poly ship, not really a poly ship yet. It is based on polys though. So I think the first thing, ooh, shit, I should do is in a ship part. I don't think I should have that. I think I should say not both. All right. I don't know why I'm making so much room for myself sometimes. Export var part name, right? Have it equal nothing. And then the thing is, it has to be named separately from its object name. Because if I'm instantiating objects, they'll be called by their, like, I think it says clone, and then it's object type, so they would just be ship parts. And the number of the object, the code for the object's instance. So, and that never, the first instance, I think, gets called by what it's saved as a scene, I think. But then every other instance of that object, if you're just making more objects of the same kind, they end up getting called something stupid. And I don't know what that is. All right, I can know what it is. I would just have to rename it by hand, and that would be dumb. Because it kind of has to exist the way it does. See, we're already here. I don't know if we have anything that looks like that on there. No, because we're not really instantiating anything yet. Um, hmm. Well, so I need to make those go away. Here, let's turn that down so we're not listening to the GPU as loud. It's not really that loud, but running streaming software at the same time is kind of weird. All right. I've been on here for 2 hours. I haven't really got much done. I keep saying that. I should shut the fuck up about that and just get on with it. Okay, so ship part name. If it doesn't equal anything, um, the heck? None of that. So the part name doesn't equal anything. No, part name. Part name equals, well, equals name. And then that way it'll show up in the editor as that. I'll be like, oh, I forgot to name something properly. It'll show up as one of the stupid things. Like if we go into the, well, no, we don't have anything that would do it, I guess. Not yet, at least. I'll save my ship core. Oh. What's the blue ring? Hello, body. Hello, body. Well, that's okay. Yeah. that would be that. And there's a little bit of a grace or grazing area where you can graze something without getting hit, sort of. So I guess I'll keep that way. But there's no quick key to take off snapping. I think making it that big might be a good idea. And then like having the shield be there is probably good too. There's also not like something that lets you go around the center of it, right? Oh, oh, baby. Yeah, this is good, like good pixel relationship. Oh, you can turn that off though. Probably need to make it to where we can do that. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that would be easiest would be in the process to find ship. Do that. Or my favorite. So now, what? Nice. Anyway. Oh, but. Okay. Alright. Yeah, see, I can still fuck it. Fuck with it. Maybe. Ah, that does it. But you know what else might do it? Input. Or event. Input event. I'm not going to do it that way. We're just going to use the physics process because it's not being used for anything else. Oh, we have a power button thing. Selected text equals text. Selected text control. On part button pressed. Nice. So that is an object that exists. But oh, well, damn. I don't know what she was wanting. Cool. Who killed me?
My name is Kurt.
Oh, we're getting distracted again. Damn. Damn. Here, hold on. I gotta go to lunch. All right. No one's there. Hello, no one. My head's going back and forth like I'm on. Wing, wing, wing. I got all my monitors. I got one, and then I got two, and three, and one, and one. I don't know. Got to face forward for the good stuff, right? So, hmm, I at least have the. I like how that looks. Looks like I'm kind of coming in from the side. Really? Oh, I mean, really? Ah. Ship Heart now has a means to get a name for itself, right? So if I run ship editor, yeah, it'll name itself, right? What it is. Wait, we didn't check it, did we? Gotta go into remote mode and look at the ship editor and then look at the ship core. They see if ship part name, so it has to be a ship part in name, right? Let's not assert this just in case. Not just in case. We needed to not assert it because it's something we might need. And this would just be like this. But just to give me that warning. What is it? Yeah, we can print rich, and then we can totally be like color equals yellow. We have to put it in these. Yeah, that way I'll see it. I'll be like, what is that yellow crap in my output? And then I'll be like, hey, I got something wrong. Okay. Now, um, Going dookies? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fair. I can do this. I can see I'm going blind. Uh, so that part works, but do I need to give everything? Because that is the problem that I'm gonna have here. Because not all of these parts in my ship really need to have a script on them, but maybe they do. Like this should be a ship part, maybe ship part, right? And then when I come over here, I have this stuff, right? And I can say scanner, and then I can say the mass is like 0 because it doesn't have any mass really. It's just part of the ship, I guess. And none of this stuff matters, at least not right now. And then I don't know. Do I need to convert those over? I think the shield should. And I can always go like this. It'll get mad at me. And then like go like this for that. And then just kind of have a standby. A little bit concerned that I better go ahead and put nodes in. And reparent. Reparent to crap. Hold on. So put that down there, and then we'll say body. Okay, right. And then I'll take that off of there, and I'll duplicate this and call it child. Of course, yeah. And then we'll just drop that in there, and drop that in there, and then do that, and then do that. Of course, now we have a little bit of a situation here. Or maybe we don't, because it still has the shield shape and the shield in here. You can be the same. You can be the name the same as your thing. Shield. Let's call it shield sprite. Maybe call this shit body. Oh day. and body shape. All right. This sit up. Can't see everything if I don't sit up. Work on your damn posture, huh? Please. Thank you. All right. I don't need you. I need this shield script to go on that guy. And shield script needs to extend the, wait, yeah, see, that's a sprite. No, we needed to extend the shift part. Get rid of that crap, because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Besides, it'll still run stuff from the parent class. Shibauti. Scripts. Oh, awesome. Did it for me. Shift part. Thusly saved. And we can name those for the editor. All right, let's test it in the editor, see if it will chooch. Oh no. Collision shape, reparent, parent, true. Oops. Okay, I understand. Scanner has no shapes, your body has no shapes, shield has no shapes. These two do have shapes, so I have to assign them. For collision. And what am I thinking of here? Freaking lost my thoughts. See, these aren't really. I have to distinguish between modular ship parts that are kind of like, you know, the alternator in your car, the motor in your car, not the Gatling gun that you have welded to the side of your car, right? So I'm thinking there might have to be there may have to be another class, but it probably just needs to be a property. And then God, okay. Let's say no. Ship part. Let's say put a like main module as a bool. Generally set it to false, I guess. Because there's going to be a lot more external parts than default modules or main modules. I guess I should probably start developing the module system like now. And then switch my sprites over to polygon sprites and stuff tonight in Blender. Yeah, right. So now we'll say main module and shield. Scanner is definitely a main module. I'm not so sure about the shield, but it should be a modular kind of thing. In fact, not main module, but module. And modules don't have modules. No has shape, or, well, shape. Probably good. I just set that to module, set that to module. Then come down here. Or if not, module. If not, module. Or, well, god dang it. There you go. That should help. Okay. Take a sip of the coffee. Coffee. For my body. Okay. Now, let's run that ship editor and see what we can do with it. All right. Good. Okay, so only scanner, radio, ship body, shield. Those are the only things that are showing up. I don't have any store parts yet though, so we'll want to put those in there. They're not in alphabetical order though. I wonder. They're probably in the order in which they appear on the ship, so that's good, I guess. But yeah, see, that could be down there. That could be at the bottom. Now it's not. Now it's still not in alphabetical order, but who knows? Maybe that's something I want to do. Having these in here by default is probably a good idea. Might want that one right there though, because I think the ship body and the scanner are definitely going to be parts that are always on your ship. But then again, there's a large list of stuff in the ship core that I sort of just made a dictionary of that don't really exist yet, sort of. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 representing the grid, the 3x3 grid around the overlay of the ship. And maybe we should work on that tonight. But definitely being able to have that work is good. Now, wait, what? Cube free and base nil. Something happened. What did I do? Scanner has no shapes. Consider making it a module. Oh, you're right. It is now a module. Beautiful. Try it again. There's that. But mass has been applied that is 4269, which is the warning to me to go, oh, you don't really need mass on those probably. Well, see, that's the thing. Now I can set this to 500 and the ship core doesn't have to have a default mass, but maybe it does. But if I do that, the scanner doesn't have to have mass. The shield object, I don't know how much it would have. I need to divide things up and do some math and geometry to see how big things are. I still forgot what my unit of measurement is. I think it's 16 pixels is a meter. But since I can have sub-pixel measurements and scale things down to smaller than pixel size but still retain pixel resolution, it doesn't really matter. It's arbitrary. And I haven't made people yet, so that's one thing, you know. Gen X O. I don't know. These are dumb names for things. But let's see here. So there's a generator and a capacitor, but there's not a shield generator bay. Empty. An empty bay. Great place for a cup holder. And the rabbit, the reaction assisted braking and balancing inertial tech. It's in the name. It's what it does. It brakes and balances. So it's kind of the thing that would point to the mechanics of the other things. That might just be a shield slot since you don't have any slots. But the cockpit itself is going to be actually also an escape pod sort of thing. So when your ship gets destroyed, you have a chance to get away, but it has no shield, no weapons, no anything. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does have the shield on it. Mm-mm. I don't know. Let's let's play around in Blender for a while and think of things. So my main idea here is to have maybe just shrink it a little bit. Subdivide it twice to get the idea. Wireframe. So as okay, just enough to show where things would be. So like the cockpit is this little pod right here. And that's probably the most important part of the ship. Now, given the other slots, it's like, does it really need to have the ship CPU on that, or could it be on the cockpit? Probably could be on the cockpit. And does it really need the capacitor to not be on the generator? Can the generator not just kind of contain the capacitor? Probably. I guess I can represent that like with a sub doodad. How do you do a sub doodad? Like a dictionary within a dictionary kind of thing? Yeah, well, you can just show it. Oh, I guess that doesn't work right. No, it's just you need it right there, I think. Yeah. Just to show that it's inside of that one. I mean, yeah, I think that'll work. What happened? What'd you do? It says there's a expected after the, and I need it in my, so I'm gonna put it in where it needs it. Where is it? Ah, it needs to go right there, right? No. What am I doing here? How about we make it another array inside of it, like that, maybe? No, because then that doesn't count as a dictionary thing. Eh. For now, I'll just visualize it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. Mm-hmm. Droid bay is pretty important for it to be its own because I need to have droids. They are the extra stuff. But I do think the ship CPU is eventually going to be a Lua programmable thing for automating your ship without a droid doing it for you. I'm not sure how that's going to work. There isn't a story anymore. I'm just going with what's going to make a game happen. Kind of why I'm trying to stay away from making music all the time. But there's that. I was sitting here talking to myself, you know, taking sips of my coffee. It's nothing different from how it usually does, except I'm recording it. Sort of. I may be able to put it up on my YouTube too. There's nothing in the background. I should just like cue up my own music and have it playing in the background, but I don't really like listening to it, so I guess I'd have to put it on a channel that I wasn't listening to. Just have it polling through the background. It's a good idea. I need to like make my channel good, make my things work out better. Maybe nothing that will deter from the, I don't know, the thing of the thing. Nothing that'll further make me lose my train of consciousness thoughts or whatever. I'm already. I've been tangentializing for a long time now. I need to stop and go back to the game. The game creations. It's getting a little warm in here. Okay. What was I doing? Right. We got that working to where it will not see anything but what's in the body. Maybe. I don't know. We may want to, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and save these. Yeah. And then save that as the scene. This is really just the breaking thing, so I guess not. I guess calling it radio is kind of silly for now, because it's just taking care of the braking mechanism. Oh, which is a part, right? So let's make a part for it. I wish that would not keep the last folder I was in and just be in scripts all the time. Then again, I don't always have all the scripts in the same place, but then I usually do. I need to organize them. Ship core. No. We're going to call it breaking bad braking system. What was the weird game? I call it the rabbit, right? But that's not necessarily what it's always going to be. God dang it! I can't get outside of the thing without closing that window, so I have to lose everything I was doing there, which isn't a big deal. It's just very annoying. All right, where are we at? Where are you? So I can get rid of this thing. I probably should just go like this. Because it's just taking up space, and then move it to my my notepad over here. Notepad plus plus. And yeah. What's it called on spaceships? Shuttles and things like that. Reaction control systems. That's not a bad name for it, I guess. Control system. Yeah, we'll call it control system. Then when we want to add the thing, it'll be called control system, but we want it in script. Like thusly so. And ship part. And then you go into the control system. Right here. I'll just call it sound effects. SFX. and save branch as seen, and save parts. All right, so ship core. Now, let's make this decision. So we have a ship core piece. Just call this, I'll have to name stuff in here. Cock. I'll just call it cock. No. Well, we can do F2 in here. Module grid. Texture. And ship schlop. Ship poly. And I'm going to make a new collection for the polys that actually get exported. And Dan? Well, that's weird. Oh, hey, I can actually arrange things given their collections. You can't arrange things here. I don't know why. Anyway, so I need to go to my ship poly. I did say ship poly, didn't I? Is that not the thing it's got selected right now? Oh, I'm in edit mode. Durr. Okay, make that the only thing I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate it. Well, one of these things does that, and then make the wireframe out of it. Lar. Oh, that's interesting. Bleep blop, bleep bloop. Come on now. Come on, stop delinate. I'm trying to talk to me, not the thing. So there's a whoa. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, we probably don't want it to be that material, right? We'll give it its own material. I'll just give it like a shiny gray material for now, just so it shows up as something. Kind of looks beveled. Sort of wonky over there, though. Yeah. Something like that. At least I can see it. Right, so then, hey, nani nani, that becomes our thing, I guess. But let's kind of give it the auto mirror so we don't make too many stupid mistakes and get some cuts in here that make more sense. As to not really be the whole thing, right? I don't know what I'm saying or doing. Maybe individual. Can you do that? Outset? No. Individual. Wait, no. What are we doing here? I'm trying to get it to do a split there. We just want it to look a little bit better than just like that. There. I can actually see it the way it is that way. Probably giving it some smooth move, and perhaps looking at this while I'm doing it, turning off all my extras, just to give it that inside of the ship look. I am the framework of the ship. What are you doing? What is it, bud? You can jump. Little weirdy. He's a little weirdy. Now I could also use this as a basis to where like certain things can be put. Maybe. Whoops. I just fucked up. There you go. I don't know. Maybe get rid of that one. See, that kind of looks more like it's meant for something cool. What's going on, dude? What are you doing? Resolve edges. And then we can think about like maybe how many cannons would we want to be connected to the front of this particular frame, right? So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably 1 too many. 2 too many. Probably 5 is good. 5 thrusters and 5 fronts is probably good. But it's probably important to think about having a system that limits how much stuff is on your ship at any given time, which was supposed to kind of be the weight at first. And it might still help because your movement will be hindered if you have too many things going on. But also, fill that. No, fill that in. And then do that. There. Just for the framework. Do I not have a camera? Silly me. I don't. Oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Gotta have that P up above it. Right about there. Yeah. And then 128, 128, 120, 120, 512. 512. We just have to have the scale right on that, I guess. Bring it into like right there. No, right there. No, right there. Where we get this ship in here. So we know. Ooh. No, in this mode, yeah. So we know sort of where our thingy needs to be. Four is good. 4 makes sense. Right? Right. Gotta change my film to transparent. Okay. Maybe. Take that off first and look at it as a frame. Well, yeah. No, there's not much. There isn't any lighting data, so it's kind of crap. So I'll just add a light. Thank you very much. I'll position it there. Or there. Hmm. Show. So I guess I kind of want to make this look like the better match the 9 slots of the ship, right? So a little bit of this. I probably want to get rid of the major geometry that would be around there, right? So, well, not like that, but this, that, maybe these. See what I got. Sort of. It's 1, 2, 3. Edges. Ooh, no, 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 no good. Yeah, I guess we have to have stuff right through the middle there. So, well, we can just pretend that that's there. I'm thinking that's kind of like the generic droid bay area. And then these spots over here. And then this can be, yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the cockpit. 9 little areas. Just do that. Try to line it up better with everything going on here. Make little subdivisions there. What? I fed you? What's wrong? Oh. What? What's wrong? What's wrong, dog? What's wrong, doggo? You want to get up here? Want hugs? Cuddles? Come on. Come here. What is it? You want to play the keyboard? You want to play the keyboard? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you are. Oh. Yeah, okay. You get cuddles. Yeah. I'm not doing anything important. You're wet. You've been drinking water. Oh. Yeah, it's about time for a nap, I think. Well, this has been fun. Uh-oh. It's censoring me. Mwah. Okay, you get up. Let's go and lay down the bed. Go lay down. I'm going to take a break from this. Pop up the VOD and save it on my thing. Thank you for watching for 3 hours.